Oh my god, I actually remembered to hit start for a second. I thought I forgot to hit start because sometimes I'd be doing that. But I didn't. I didn't forget to hit start. I'll give everybody some time. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I ate a burger today, and it was just like too much. Like I ate it too fast, and it was very greasy. It was so good. But now I feel kind of like icky. You know what I mean? Welcome, welcome. Party, party. Hello, hello. Daphne333, 3 months, or you're 2 months subscribed. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Oh, I just realized my little like alerts thing is kind of like not the right size. Let me tighten that on up. There we go. All good. Also, Lidtid followed me. Thank you. Appreciate. I hope the chat is like good today. I feel good about it. I want a drink. Actually, I need to like have some water for a second because I just feel nasty. I just drank a Dr. Pepper, so hopefully that'll wake me up a little bit. I've been like doing nothing all day, so I'm like super sleepy. Because I've been straight chillin' all day. I didn't work today. They gave me today off. Almost everybody else got Friday off, it seemed like. Like everyone else had Friday off, but I had today off. But I liked having today off better. Because to me, I'd rather have, like now I have a 3-day week instead of 2 4-day weeks. Like to me, that's a better vibe, is having a 3-day week. You know what I mean? It's a much better vibe than it would be to do a Friday and then have Monday for Memorial Day, you know? I think I got the good one on that. And then what makes it also even better is that I have, hold on, I want to make sure that my chat is set up right. What also is nice about it is I work from home on Wednesdays, so now I get to work from home tomorrow. So I only have to go into the office on Thursday and Friday, and I get to leave early on Friday. So I have like a day and a half week if you really think about it. Sarah Dancan, hi. Lena, hi. Welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday and I'm on time, so we're really not abiding by our usual norms today. But welcome. So glad you're here. There's everybody. It always takes a couple minutes for everybody to join, but I think everybody's here now. We're going to do education horror stories, and then I also have some anonymous gossip that people submitted. I don't have as many slides today. You can see how many there are. No, you can't. There's like 40 and there's usually like 60. So we're going to like take our time on each one or whatever. Happy Tuesdays, everyone. I love gossip. Awesome. If you have gossip, you can submit it as well. Cringe Chive, hi. Hey Slays, this are me. Let me get my sody. My hair keeps falling out. Is this normal? I don't think that's normal. I just put it in a pile on the floor. I want my soda. No, I don't want the blue one. Damn it. I'll try red. We'll try red and see if that's good. We in Utah are sodies. No, we're definitely not in Utah because mine's alcohol. Who's that dapper man in the back? That's Mike. You mean my dog Mike? The homie? Mike the homie in the back? Hey girly, italicized introvert, welcome. So Florida. Yeah? Did you already know I lived in Florida? Or did you say Florida because I'm drinking a Mike's Hard Freeze? I am not offended, but you're right. I submitted a job horror story just to let you know I'm putting in my 2 weeks tomorrow. Yes, I made these slides. When did I make these slides? I made these slides on yesterday. So if you submitted it after yesterday morning, I might not be in there. Lurker, but hi, Northiel, welcome. Hi. How we living? How we living? How are we doing? How's everyone feeling? How was everyone's Memorial Day weekend? How was it? Let's talk about Memorial Day. Actually, factually. So, I was going to stream yesterday, but then I did a poll on Instagram and people were like, no, I'm busy. Stream on Tuesday. So here we are on Tuesday. There's more tea since I submitted part 2. Feel free to drop a part 2. This is good. This is like a cherry. Quarter life crisis. Quarter life crisis. I'm into this. This is like a cherry. This is a moment. I had high noons for the first time. That shit was good. Y'all just been holding out on that one. High noons were good. I drank them like all day on Sunday, and I like wasn't that badly hungover, which normally I'd be feeling like shit. So yeah, I work at a cemetery, so mine is just lots of work and people and bleh. Oh, I'm sorry. You work at a cemetery? I feel like that's either amazing or terrible. But anyway, let's talk about Memorial Day. I was originally going to stream on Memorial Day, but then my boyfriend was like, no, stay with me. Don't go home and stream. And I was like, okay. And the Instagram poll said today, so 2 for 1. You know what I mean? The Blue Mike's Hard Lemonade is so good. Straight up drinking a Blue Jolly Rancher. Yeah, that was just kind of like heavy for me right now. Drink more for me. I'm not home yet. Heather Marie K, get home so you can start drinking. But anyway, I was going to stream on Memorial Day. So this is my Memorial Day message. So if those of you that I know not everyone here is from the United States, so not everyone's going to know everything about this. Memorial Day is an American holiday. It is observed or like celebrated, I guess, on the last, hello, Miss Redacted and classmates. Hello, Lemur Banana. So Memorial Day is to like honor the people who died while in the military. And so let's take a moment out to, God, let's take a moment to pour one out for all the men, women, and children that have died from wars that they did not cause and did not benefit from. Memorial Day was yesterday, but we're talking about it today. So in my opinion, my best way to honor veterans' lives is to ensure that no one dies in pointless conflict, and the blood of the veterans is on the hands of our government leaders more than it is on the hands of our perceived enemies. Because remember, the government tells us who our enemies are, so we really don't even decide that for ourselves. So we should not allow the military-industrial complex to take the lives of so many of our brothers and sisters here and abroad. So everyone pour one out for every family that has received a flag on a coffin instead of their loved one returning home, because the government cares more about Raytheon and Lockheed Martin than it does its own citizens' lives. So I just wanted to honor our fallen veterans on Memorial Day, even though we are a day late. So yeah, that's my Memorial Day message. Memorial Day derogatory. Yeah, because I think, like, you know, it's not the fault of the individual people. FBI, don't track me. Please, I was joking. So my sister told me, she was like, I think you're on a government watch list. And I was like, oh, you're probably right, I guess. But that's concerning. Megan Aflame, thanks for resubscribing. Quarter Life Crisis, thanks for resubscribing for 3 months. I'm fully convinced I am. All right, so we're doing education horror stories, and we're doing some work gossip stuff. We made it, baby. We made it. Here is Evie. Evie makes our slides. This week, because I wasn't working, I did make our slides, you know, being my own independent self. But follow Evie at the Doobie Fairy right here. So that's kind of a little slay. I mean, I might be on a government watch list. Okay, so content warning on this first one: sexual assault, R-word, men, fucked legal system. Shout out to people that put their own content warnings on the thing. That's really nice and helpful. It makes my life a lot easier. Obviously, you don't have to, but it's cool when it's there. That one was, the reason I mentioned it is that one is someone, the person who submitted it wrote it. So this one is multiple parts. We kind of have setting the scene, the cast, and then what's going on. So everyone focus and pay attention. Can't you do a freedom of information request on yourself to see if the government has information on you? Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if my TikTok would come up, or if they don't care about that. I could see it going either way. I could see it either being like, I do a Freedom of Information Act, and it's like my tax records and like nothing else, and like maybe like my high school transcript. And then I could also see it having like a compiled file of all the information that I've put on TikTok. Like it's just the mugshot pic. That's my teaching certification pic, you guys. But that would be in there because that's the government. So like my teaching certification, my tax records, like I wouldn't be surprised if it's all the boring shit. And I also wouldn't be surprised if there was literally like a compilation of all my TikToks about how I hate the US government on there. And I'd be like, oh my God, that's literally not me. Average Tay, happy birthday. I would sing you happy birthday, except I hate singing happy birthday. I think it's really awkward, so we're not going to do that. But happy birthday. I think if you did a Freedom of Information Act and they didn't have anything, they'd start to gather things, right? I feel like that's also a red flag. You know what I mean? It's a red flag. Everyone tell Average Tay happy birthday. Thank you. Average Tay is a loyal follower. Everyone They reference the MK Ultra stream. It's just my Twitch channel. Miss Redacted's top 10 I hate the government moments compilation. Oh my god. Yes, happy birthday, Average Tay. Let me get back to what matters here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, let's go through. Oh, I can't breathe. Let's go through our first horror story. So, small town, rural public high school, graduating class was around 180, and that was the largest in the entire 4 years. My father, mother, and older sister and myself all had the same honors freshman English teacher, nicknamed Children of the Corn, because our football stadium is literally in the middle of a cornfield, or soybeans, because alternating those crops do be important. I love the person that wrote this. Alternating those crops do be important. They do be important. Thank you everyone for subscribing. Becca, Megan Flame, all the things. You have a limited time to earn emotes. I don't understand this app at all. I will drop all the links for this. Guy with the taco subscribed. Thank you. I love the subscriptions. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Okay, so back to the cornfield. Rotating crops is important for the environment and for everything in the entire world. So, in typical rural public high school fashion, last names mean everything, especially if your parent literally hate this high school. Especially if your parent sibling was a decent athlete, you could coast so hard and get away with anything. Maybe had 1 to 3 people of color students, or students of color, I guess, every few years. So white redneck school. No Dust Bowl spotted here. Yeah, no, they said the Dust Bowl ain't fucking happening to us. Nice try, bitch. So this is the cast. They changed names for privacy, and others are a full call out. They were like, this is this person's government name. This is what's on their driver's license. So the principal, Chris King, that's his legal government name. Chris King, I hope you're watching this. Son is Chance King. I think it takes a special type of person to give your child like the same initials as you. I think that's a very interesting strategy. Like those names are pretty similar. But I guess I can't talk shit because my mom did name my sister after herself. Like my mom and my sister have the same name. And my mom was like, men do it all the time. Why shouldn't I? And they work together. Isn't that a little weird? I think it's a little weird. My sister thinks it's a little weird. And then if I try and tell my mom, I'm like, that's weird. She's like, no, it's not. You're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm the insane one in this scenario. I digress. Maybe it's a little narcissistic, maybe. You said it, not me. The freshman and sophomore guidance counselor, Miss W., her first year at the school. She's so young, it may be her first time as a teacher. This person doesn't know. My mom did the same thing with my sis, and yes, it's weird. Thank you, Becca. Thank you for confirming my suspicion that it is, in fact, weird. It's giving LBJ with repeating initials. Everything I learn about your mom proves you should have went on Wife Swap. Those producers were pressuring the fuck out of her because they saw her and they were like, no, this is gold. They're like, we cannot let this one get away. In one part of my family, there's 3 generations of Arlenes. Jimmy Fallon and his sister are named after their parents. It's a little weird. I think it's a little weird. Like, be creative, you know what I mean? Like, your parents picked that name. You can pick your own. Like, just pick a new one. The junior and senior guidance counselor, Miss S, has been there forever, and she's shit at her job, tomato, tomato. And then female student is Girly Pop. My dad and I have the same initials, including middle names of songs. R.I.P. Quarter Life. I almost called you Quarter Life Crisis. R.I.P. Betty Crocker Homemaker. The same initials. Mary, Queen of Scouts, had all the ladies in the waiting with the name Mary. This is so off topic, but I want to study history for college, but also don't want to become a teacher. You don't have to be a teacher forever, and I don't really know what you can do with a history degree. If anyone finds out a way, so this is what I'm looking for. I've come pretty close on Twitch. I want a job where I can just talk about history all day. Like, I literally just talk all day, like the way I do on here, just about history. So essentially my teaching job, I want that job, except I don't get exploited by the public school system. That would be perfect for me, I think, is if I had like that happy medium would be ideal. Man, my chat is like blowing up right now. Let me catch up. When my boyfriend and I get married, I will move my last name to middle initials and it'll be one off. Professor Ted Talker. Now my now ex student in the chat. Oh my God, cute and gorgeous. Professor Parking Lot. So I want to become a community college professor. I want to teach like American history at community college, but I need to get like an online master's degree, I think. Food for thought. Museum tour guide. Depends on the museum. I don't want to move somewhere that has good museums, like New York, DC, all those places. It's too cold for me. Okay, so we're going to get back into this story. This was the scene, this rural high school. These were the people, Chris King and Chase King and Chance King. Keep calling him Chase. Probably going to keep doing it. Like, it's really, I can't. But now we'll get into the story. So this happened the beginning of February 2017. So this is pre-COVID. That has nothing to do with the story. I just think that's important for like our frame of reference of time and social norms and stuff. Chance and Girly Pop were sophomores at this time. Girly Pop leaves a class she has with Chance, has a breakdown in the school bathroom, and I believe her friends tell her she needs to go see Miss W. So Girly Pop goes to Miss W to report that Chance has sexually assaulted and R-worded her. They were dating up to this point. For context. Very common in high school. Not common like, oh, just get over it, but just like very common circumstance here. So what I'm saying is all of the staff should be trained to handle this because it is a common scenario that happens in high schools. So the staff, the counselors, just from a teacher perspective, should be up to date on these things. You know what I mean? On how to handle the situation. Miss W goes to Miss S. So this is the young teacher going to the counselor, I think. Goes to Miss S, or the young, who was she? Guidance counselor. Younger guidance counselor going to Miss S, the older guidance counselor who's been there longer. Miss S is like, you need to report this to King. Miss W then goes to Chris King, the principal and father of Chance, which like, that's not who you should report it to. I don't think is the father of the perpetrator. Generally, that's not considered good crime work. Also, Quarter Life Crisis used the new emote. We have a new emote. I made what I think is my new best version of the thumbs down US flag emote. I think this is as good as we're going to get here. American education system do better challenge. They've been in that challenge a while and have failed every time miserably. And it's like, you have to report this. I do not believe the girl's parents were ever notified from the school. So this guidance counselor does what she thinks she's supposed to do, which is reports it to the principal. The principal's like, meh, and just kind of pretends he doesn't hear it, I guess. So Miss W goes to Miss S and asks, has anything been done, / what's the status update, because she's heard nothing. Miss S then goes and asks Mr. King, who never reported or did anything about it. So he's just operating on vibes alone, I guess. No action, just vibes. Once this became public that the principal, a mandated reporter, as well as a guidance counselor, failed to report the incident, all hell broke loose in the student body. A few days later, it became public. He was forced to step down. He resigned and was unable to keep a run for any school board seats. Yay! No running for school board. I'll run for school board instead. There was already a monthly school board meeting that I, as well as many other students, parents, and community members, were planning on attending that was canceled due to the public outcry of this situation. So this is what gets me. Canceled due to the public outcry of the situation? But how are you going to cancel? It's a school board meeting. That's the point of school board meetings, is to deal with issues in the community. How are you going to cancel the school board meeting because of public outcries when that's the point of the meeting, is to deal with the public? That's the point of the school board meeting, is to deal with the public. So how you cancel the school board meeting because you don't want to deal with the public? Make it make sense to me, because it's not clicking to me. It's not clicking. I don't understand. I don't. Is there a Nearpod? Not today. I just have slides today. There will be a Nearpod tomorrow, though. It's about the Great Depression. I'm almost done with it. I have to finish it tomorrow morning before work. I'm working from home tomorrow, though. Should this be our class photo? I'm going to go ahead and take our class pic. Everyone smile for the fucking picture. Smile for the class picture. Thanks. Please take it in the best way possible. When you get worked up, it's the best and so funny. Good. Okay, everyone smile for the class picture. I have to have a good timing in this GIF. Okay, I wanted it to be a fire. I'll do another one. Okay. Perfect. We're living, we're laughing, we're loving. We might do more later. We'll see. But yeah, how the fuck do you cancel the school board meeting because of the public. I don't like. Okay, continue. In September 2017, so when did this start again? February 2017. So in September of 2017, King is found guilty for failing to report, which is a 4th-degree misdemeanor and carries a maximum punishment of 30 days in jail. He did get a suspended 30-day jail time sentence. King made a few comments about wanting to appeal his case, and I'm a little confused. I don't know which King they're talking about. I don't know if they're talking about the dad or the kid. I think they're talking about the dad, the principal. King has made a few comments on wanting to appeal his case and wanting it thrown out because the bullying has been harmful to his family and false. Girly Pop was always one of the most bubbly and positive people I knew. Once this assault occurred, there was a change in her demeanor, and then when everything became public, the amount of bullying and harassment increased tenfold. Mind you, chance, not a thing was said or done to him, still started on the field the same. If anyone said anything, the football and wrestling team ganged up on them. Although maybe all but two wrestlers also played football to take that person down. The kid never had a charge. Chris, the dad. Okay, got it. I'm so happy this is getting the actual attention it deserves. Thank you for letting this platform exist. Oh my God, thank you for submitting it. You did a great job with like the description of the characters, all of that. And thank you for clarifying. I thought you meant the dad, but I wanted to double check. Not to fall into the white man making a podcast thing. Put that on a shirt. Not to fall into the white dude making a podcast thing. But I want to have a podcast and maybe I just talk about historical things for an hour. So I do have a question once we finish this story. This is the way our society treats male athletes when they sexually assault someone, unfortunately. Finn and Toad, are you starting a podcast? I would listen. I'm actually really bad at podcasts. I hate all the systems. I hope Girly Pop is living her best life now. Me too. I hope Girly Pop is doing something great. I hope she's eating good. I hope she has no financial stress. I hope she's big chillin'. I hope she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they friend that treats her well. You know, I hope Girly Pop is living. I'm sorry, how did the dad get charged for the minor charge yet the one who committed the violence got off scot-free? This is fucking bullshit. There's another slide to it. Okay, so now we're going to get into the legalities. So August 2018 is where the legal system really fucks it up. The charges were originally filed. This is, who was this? It started with an S. It was pink. 70 share. Correct me if I'm wrong. These charges that got filed in Perry County on March 2017, those were against the son, right? Because it's juvenile court. So these were against Chance. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, you. Correct me, you in the chat, me. Correct me if I'm wrong. These are charges against the son, right? Oh, these are against the father. Oh, okay, got it. The charges were originally filed in Perry County Municipal Court March 2017. In April, the charges were dismissed when it had been discovered that they were misfiled the same day. The charges were filed in Perry County Juvenile Court, which is the correct filing. Following his conviction, King's attorney, April Campbell of Dublin, filed a motion to dismiss, stating the trial court should have discharged King from the prosecution because the state violated his right to a speedy trial. The appellate court found the speedy trial clock began with the original charges being filed in the municipal court, not when the charges were refiled in juvenile court. I understand. Therefore, the 4 days which occurred from March 31st to April 3rd are chargeable to the state and violated his right to a speedy trial. 4 days. Can't you just tell this is a white county in America? So what gets me is 4 days because I know so many people who have waited so long to go to court. I know so many people that like got bailed out or were just like stuck in jail, just like waiting in limbo. So the fact that the court was like, oh my God, it's been 4 days. It's been 4 days. We just need to throw the case out. He has suffered enough. It has been 4 whole days. Like, really? It's 4 days. You'll be fine. You can do anything for 4 days. In conclusion, the appeals court reversed the judgment of the Perry County Juvenile Court and overturned the conviction. Due to the 4 days of the wrongfully filed case, the guidance counselors were internally reprimanded, and the school district superintendent at the time, Thomas Perkins, who still has me blocked, had nothing done, even though there were potential lawsuits against him. Also, this is an entire year and a half after it even happened. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know who had to wait? Girly Pop. Girly Pop's been waiting for a while. The TLDR, that means too long, didn't read. Principal's son, who was a star athlete, raped a fellow classmate, and nothing happened to the administration, who failed to report or to the assailant himself, but the teenage girl was a victim. And this had her private life and reputation hung outside to dry and drug through the fields. This was Sheridan High School in Ohio. This is the superintendent. This is Superintendent Perkins. You said he had you blocked, so I wanted to give you like a status update on this. Okay, so this is what I was saying, that I was waiting till I was done reading the story. A lot of people have asked me to do a podcast. Like on TikTok, I get the comment a lot like, oh, you should do a history podcast. But to me, like, you can just listen to the Twitch streams via YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see what's different about a podcast. I definitely can't do both. Like, I cannot do a podcast and Twitch. If like I didn't have a job, I would be doing a podcast. But I like Twitch a lot better because I like being able to have the pictures. Like, I'm a very visual person, and I like being able to see the chat and all that. Like, I enjoy this medium a lot more. But like, couldn't you just listen to it? Like, I know a lot of people, other people have said, like, oh, I just listen to them on YouTube. Like, oh, I can't do the night thing, but I listen to them the next day at work. Because I try and make it where you don't have to be looking at it. Like, it's obviously better, and there's pictures and shit, but you could just listen. I just lurk on the streams and listen to my first show. Okay. So I think a lot of the people that are saying to start a podcast probably just don't know that I stream, because I don't really talk about TikTok, because my account is under threat of getting banned. Live, laugh, love. I get so much work done listening to these on the rare nights I do work after hours. Yes, doing work after hours should be rare. So here are the links to this story, the initial press release. Man, it's like so many ads. The internet is like literally unreadable now, and I have a limited amount of articles remaining. But there's the Times Recorder. You can see all the stories. All these ads, God. All these different stories, and then the full case. So if anyone would like this full case, it is a lot of pages, but if you want to read it, let me know. We can send it to you. All right. I will take your place as a history podcast maker. Thank you, Finn and Toad. Someone has to. I listen to the old ones as a podcast too. Oh my God. I low-key use them to fall asleep sometimes. That's good. I don't think I'm very soothing. Is it just me, or did the light get like way cooler? It's fucking beautiful outside right now. It's so gorgeous. I wish I could show you, but then I would be doxing myself. I think it's because like a cloud went over the sun. Like, I think it was like pretty warm lighting from the sun. And yeah. So cute and gorgeous. Y'all, after I stream, I'm going to go to my boyfriend's house. And on the way there, I'm going to get a sandwich from this sandwich place I like. And I'm so excited about it. I'm not even hungry right now because I ate a huge burger at like 5 p.m. So I'm not hungry right now, but I'm so excited. When you're near the water, it hits different too. I am near the water. I can't see the water from where I'm sitting right now. If I moved to a different part of my apartment, I could. But, I'm doing a location reveal soon. I'm moving places, and I'm going to do a location reveal when I move to my new place that I'm going to live. I love that we get history stream and dinner updates from you. We're so close to Pride Month. So we're doing the Great Depression tomorrow, and then the week after that, I think I want to do Stonewall for Pride. Sorry to hit the microphone right after I said Pride. Yeah, so I was going to do a couple different Pride ones. I was thinking about doing a Stonewall one. And then I was also going to do like a people, like famous government or historical people that are actually gay. I was going to do those too. Where's my ideas for Pride? Woohoo! Oh wait, yes, you can do one with me. That's a great idea. Good idea. Let's work on it. Text me. All gay streams all month. Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah, someone sent me information about that. Yeah, it's a lot going on right now. Wasn't Abe Lincoln gay? I have no idea, but thank you for adding it to the list. Okay, let's do more education horror stories. So during my oh, that's another topic, the AIDS epidemic. Maybe that one's. I feel like Pride. I don't know. We toe the line between like celebrating and depression. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's history, but also it's like celebration. You know, we'll think about it maybe. All right. So really creepy senior guys are a staple of the American school system. I remember one time when I was in ninth grade. I just remember this so distinctly. I remember what I was wearing and everything. Yeah, people talking about the censorship. Interesting. So when I was in ninth grade, I remember what I was wearing. I remember where I was sitting. I remember all that stuff. I was in art class, and this senior who was on the baseball team was like really drunk. Like he had a water bottle with him that had alcohol in it, and it was like right after lunch. So like the day was almost over, but still. And he was like being creepy to me in art class, and I was like really flattered because he was an older boy. Looking back, that was icky. Icky, 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 icky. Gotta go eat dinner. Have fun, folks. Bye, Finn and Toad. Have a nice dinner. As a gay person, all anyone talks about for Pride is the AIDS epidemic. Please do anything else. Thank you for the feedback. Noted. See, that's what I was saying. I feel like it's a topic that's important, but like it's very often talked about and very sad. And I want it to be good vibes for Pride, you know? Not a sad moment. What about James Buchanan, our first unconfirmed gay president? Yeah, it would be like all these people's, you know? Okay, so let's get back to the creepy man. So during freshman year of high school, there's a really creepy senior guy who hung out around my friend group all the time. My friend group spoke to admin multiple times expressing how uncomfortable this made us because he technically had done wrong. They said they couldn't enforce anything. Eventually, he started assaulting my friends in the hallways, like asking my friends to meet him so we could borrow something and then attacking them where teachers couldn't see. Not only did my friends tell administrators, it's okay, don't worry about blasting my phone, I put it on do not disturb. Not only did my friends tell administrators, but security admitted that they had him on camera doing it and still didn't punish him. They argued that because he was a kid from a long-term troubled kid's home, they didn't want to get him in more trouble by admitting he'd done something wrong in school. Adjacently, my male friend got almost expelled and did get suspended for hugging me in class because someone told the admins he groped me, and even talking to admin saying nothing happened and the teacher from the class period vouching for him. These two incidents happened a month or so apart, and this is in Oregon. So that's what gets me, is that like your other friend did get in trouble, because like a lot of schools just sweep all that shit under the rug and don't get anyone in trouble for anything of that regard when it comes to things like that, like issues like this, like someone getting assaulted, people being creepy, whatever. So the fact that they punished one person who did nothing and not the person that actually was doing something is very weird to me, and I don't like that. Really weird because 18 and 14 are in way different places developmentally. Exactly. Like 18 is like pretty good. Like you're definitely still a dumbass, but like you're getting better and like you understand people's motivations and you're not as naive. 14 is a child. You know that scene in The Office where Stanley's like, have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it. That's a me. Also, sometimes when I was teaching, I taught juniors, and I would sometimes teach seniors too if they had failed the class junior year or like transferred from a school and they needed the credit, whatever. And sometimes when I would hear the boys talking about younger girls that they were dating, like I was like checking them. Like I was like, you shouldn't be talking to someone that much younger than you. That's weird. And then I would like have to talk to them about it and tell them that that's weird and that they needed to leave these girls alone because that their brains weren't done developing. I was like, you might think I'm not listening, but I'm always listening. This was me. Should be noted, the kid who got suspended was a gay, straight kid, got off scot-free. Oh, interesting aspect. That one does start to explain things. All right, so violent incompetence. This one reminds me a lot of the school that I taught at. So my school recently got a new assistant principal, and to say he's incompetent is an understatement. One of the many instances has proved during observations this year. During one of my colleagues' observations, he fell asleep. Imagine being observed. It's your literal, like your formal observation and seeing this. Like imagine that. You turn around just to like gauge their face. You're like, how am I doing? Let me just check in and see how this is going. And they're literally sleeping. I would be mortified. I would like embarrass them. I'd be like, we're all going to feel uncomfortable now. And another, he got up and started teaching the class for her. I hated this would happen to me, where like a district person or an admin would start like talking and like teach my class. I'd be like, sit the fuck down. There's one captain in this room, and it's the one in a pink glitter cowboy hat. It's fucking me. No one else should be talking. That's how I felt. I wouldn't say that. I would just be like, thank you. Thank you so much for your insight. Thank you. In my first informal observation, this man talked to the students in the room, started doodling on his pad of paper, and yawned loudly multiple times. To wrap it all up, the AP submitted observation under my family member's observation account. I work with family. In the observation notes, he called me by the wrong name and wrote about the wrong standards. When I realized his mistake, he cursed loudly for the entire admin suite to hear. On a different occasion, he confided wrongly in my family member to say that he only gives the highest ranks to Hispanic male teachers. Your channel name caught my attention. Your title tonight made me click. Oh my God, Calamari Love, welcome, and first time chat. I love Calamari. I don't know if that's what your username is in reference to, but I love it. Oh my God, I just looked at my activity feed, Conquistador 481. That's the funniest name I've ever seen. Thank you for the follow. It is... Calamari's great. Me and my dad, if we're at a restaurant, calamari's being ordered. We don't even have to discuss it. Or if it's on the menu, it's being ordered. If I'm at that restaurant, I don't care. I don't care if we're already ordering 3 other appetizers. We're also getting calamari. I don't care. I have a lot more to share about this AP, but I'm hoping he gets reassigned soon. I feel like we drew the short end of the stick because our awesome AP got taken from us. I'm sad and I miss him. Losing a good AP is rough. It's a rough feeling. All right, this is a literal fraud on TikTok. You don't have to keep anonymous because a lot of people know my story and I will not be returning to the classroom. Well, glad you didn't want to be anonymous because it's already on here. If you want to be anonymous, please just don't tell me your name. Thanks. Just for everyone's sake. Sorry. Just got the email, we can wear dress shorts tomorrow because the AC in our building is broken, whatever that means. If I got an email from my admin that said, hey, you can wear dress shorts tomorrow, this is what I would show up in. These are the shorts I would show up in. I'd be like, these are my dress shorts. These are my dress shorts right here. Be like, this is the look and this is the vibes. Fried mozzarella is the best appetizer. Fried mozzarella is a good appetizer. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good one. Who decides what dress shorts are? Yeah, what's the... Oh my God, Calamari Love followed. Welcome to the cult. Yeah, what's the barometer on dress shorts? Someone hit with a Google. It's time for my khaki shorts to sign. Another teacher asked if kilts are okay. The way I would reply to that email, I would reply all with an MP4 of me doing like a haul. And I'd be like, hey, you guys, I just want to know which of these shorts is acceptable for tomorrow. And then I'd be like, these are jean shorts. I'm assuming that's not dress shorts because jeans are not dress pants. And then I would try like cotton ones and be like, is this okay? And then I would maybe try like a workout short and then like a tennis skirt. I'd be like, so I have a tennis skirt. How are we feeling about the tennis skirt? It's flowy. You can move in it. Like, I would be a menace on that email. Can there be rhinestones on the pocket? I'd wear my Juicy Couture shorts that have the juicy across the back. I'd be like, they're literally formal. They're diamond encrusted. They're literally formal. You said dress, and this has literal diamonds on it. You can't get nicer than that. These were $100, sir. I need you to kneel to make sure the shorts appropriate. All teachers have to go through the office. I have high-waisted khaki shorts, but like that's not safe for school, not the Catholic school. This would be so embarrassing for everyone. Ma'am, are those shorts fingertip length? The dress shorts seem like only something a golfer would own. Yeah, I used to work with a lot of golfers. I guess that's what they mean. I wear some silk hoochie mamas because that's what dress shorts and strip clubs mean. I'd be like, these are from my last job. What? Oh, does that have a different meaning here? You didn't specify in the email. Oh my God, I will be a menace on that email. Okay, so a literal fraud story about having no supplies. So I was hired to teach art at a charter high school after I graduated in 2020. I was told that I had no budget and could order all the supplies I needed whenever I needed them. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It probably is. If it's too good to be true. I was told that I had no budget. That's what I already just read. I wanted to get supplies to put together take-home art kits for students before school started. We went 100% virtual for the year. Great idea. Love a take-home art kit. We love, we love, we love. I lost it. An admin loved the idea. I put my order in the beginning of August and was told to expect the supplies of the first week of school around Labor Day. Well, the school year started a few weeks past and nothing. I asked the business office. Their answer is that it was probably supply chain issues. A month passes, same thing. Then October, November, December, January. It was like the scene in New Moon where Bella catatonically stares out the window for months. I tried to find like a gif from that part and I couldn't find it. This is a good drink. I need to be drinking water too, though. So, but instead, it's me in my home office filming pencil and paper drawing tutorials on my iPad, doing Nearpod lessons on art history, and typing passive-aggressive emails to my admin asking where the fuck my supplies are. This was you waiting for your art supplies. This is you right here. R.I.P. February comes and the lady in the business office admits she forgot to hit submit on the order all the way back in August. In February. That's more than halfway through the school year. 2 weeks later, my AP texts me and says the supplies came in and I was so relieved. Then an hour later, while I'm in the middle of the teaching, he sends me another text and is like, yeah, about that, it's only a quarter of what you ordered. So then I do the best I'm sorry, I'm a little bit drunk. So then I did what I do best and cried on TikTok about it. But my followers in the education community on TikTok came through and cleared my wish list probably 3 times over. It got to the point where I had to take down the wish list, and neighbors who I'd never talked to and delivery drivers were asking me why I was ordering so much shit on Amazon. So I just let people think I spent my entire salary. For those that donated, I wish that this had a happy ending, but most of my students ended up never picking up their kits. This year, students destroyed like $150 worth of donated brushes when I was out with COVID. I did end up putting the rest of the supplies to good use. I used some of it. Those brushes are amazing for gouache. I don't know what that is. I left about half the supplies for the next art teacher, and I plan on donating the rest to schools in my community. Anyways, sorry if this was super long and disjointed. I have a lot more stories, but this was the big one. So what got me is like the not taking accountability for not ordering it, and the fact that like you followed up multiple times and it still never got ordered. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like that's what's hard about being in education, is just stuff like this where you have no power and you can't win. Like you can't order the stuff yourself unless you want to spend your own money on it. And like you can't work around these people. Like, it's not like you can be adaptable. It's not like you can be creative to find a solution. Like, if you have stupid people running the organization you're in, not doing their jobs, not taking accountability for mistakes, not being thorough, not following up on anything, you cannot thrive there. Like, you literally cannot. Fully cannot. This is how it feels when you work your ass off and the thing finally gets done and then it doesn't even work out. Because that's the other thing is like with the kids, I bet if you had had that stuff ready the first week of school when there's a lot more motivation, more kids would have picked it up. But by February, they've already established their relationship with art class. And if they've been online, they're probably not doing a ton for it. Like, so they're kind of like, oh, why would I go to the school? I already know I'm going to get the good grade in that class. I don't care, whatever. When if it had been that way from the jump, like you could have created what you wanted to, which could have been really successful and really enriching for the kids, you know what I mean? But because like school didn't have the infrastructure to people do their fucking jobs, you couldn't have that moment. Like, you know what I mean? I get passionate. I apologize. I love how there's a full conversation happening in the chat that I'm not a part of. It's too late for me. Y'all have fun. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't read back. It's too much. All right, so this one's crazy. This is the meme about it. I posted it on Instagram earlier. So back in high school, I was in my school district's health program that offered dual credit classes through a community college. My 11th grade English teacher was a fucking nightmare from day one, yelling at the class over minor things and spreading hostile energy during every meeting. He succeeded in intimidating us that we could never check him on his bullshit. He doesn't know how to pick a struggle because he was a weirdo too. One example of weirdo behavior happened during the personal narrative unit. He showed us his own narrative about a breakup to show us how our writing should look. Dog, you could have picked anything. Lemur Banana, this is your story. Like, you could have picked anything. You could have picked anything, and you picked that. In his narrative, he called his ex a cow and a bitch and a bunch of other details that he should have been embarrassed to share with literal minors. Like, that's really weird that he showed y'all that. Like, there's definitely been times that I have said things in front of kids that I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like when I was going through a breakup, there were some things I said in front of kids that I'm looking back that was unstable. But like for you to plan to read this out, weird. Very weird of you to plan to read this out. He was married too. He could have talked about his proposal or wedding. Wait, he's married to not this person, I'm assuming. If I found out that, if I was married, not married, if I was married and found out that my husband, in the eyes of God, was showing poems about his ex to his students, 1, divorce. 2, jail. Absolutely not. I would call the school board. If I was married and found out my husband showing his breakup poems from a previous relationship to children, he was happily married to a different woman. Like, I'd be at the school board and I'd be like, I need to report one of your teachers. And I know where he lives. The drama of all of it. Even worse that it's in the eyes of high school students. Because if you're weird with little kids, they're like, okay. Like, little kids don't know what's weird. So if you're weird with a little kid, like more recoverable, like if you say something embarrassing to a little kid, they're going to forget about it and they don't know that it's embarrassing. But with high schoolers, if you're being embarrassing to high schoolers, they remember it. They remember it and they're perceiving you. And you deserve it. At least this dude deserves it. So the director of health programs never intervened, even though students told her about the professor's unbecoming behavior throughout the semester. The least she could have done is have a 3-minute chat with him about correcting his behavior. The opportunity for tuition-free dual credit gave me a leg up and set me up for success years later. However, my classmates and I never should have had to endure torment by this grown-ass adult who was left unchecked by the one person who had the power to do anything. Students very easily recognize lack of professionalism in schools and quickly lose trust to adults that choose not to fix things. And this is Lemur Banana, and this is in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. I'm embarrassing on purpose in hopes that when I mess up and say something actually embarrassing, they won't notice. That is a very effective strategy that I also used. Of course, it's Texas. 5 years from now, and the weird teacher is a great party story where they just roast the shit out of you. Oh my God, I bet I'm getting roasted at parties. I bet my students are like my students that are like grown and graduated and like they're in college now. I bet at parties they're like, I used to have this one teacher, she was fucking crazy. She used to play Kesha and have a unicorn pointer and make us like jump up and down and play in class, and we would do all these little kid games and we did arts and crafts. They're probably talking about me. And then they're probably like, but she was actually a drill sergeant and would like yell at us if we didn't do our work. No, idle hands. I used to always go, idle hands are the devil's playground. If I'm always crazy, sorry, I don't know how to read. Sue had a skeleton in the back of the class and a science teacher. They're probably like, it's probably her ex-boyfriend. So I was going through a breakup at like the very beginning of the school year, like the first weeks of school. Like I was like the first days of school is when it was happening. And I was literally like, the kids were doing the little like get to know you shit and like very basic Westward Expansion stuff. And I was literally just at my desk listening to Casey Musgraves, drinking coffee like for like 2 weeks. For like 2 weeks, and all the kids thought I was so weird. And then by like October, I was like living my life again. So then I was cool, and then the kids were like, hey, what was that? That was weird. The first week of school. And I was like, yeah, that was weird. Sorry about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like high schoolers, if you're being weird, they know. Like, okay. So this is my title. Word of advice: wait until your kid graduates from the school to send nudes to the parent. I made my kids listen to Taylor Swift for 2 weeks and they were worried about me. Valid. Elementary school, my favorite story of this horrible year was a fellow teacher calling me names, bitch, fucking crazy, etc. And I had done nothing but compliment her in the classroom. My only clue or idea of her is she was trying to take attention off of her. She had sent nudes to a student's parent, and the student, who was her student, not only saw them, but sent them to classmates. Normally, if someone's explicit photo is shared, I'm always on their side. I'm like, that's a violation. Those should not have been shared with anyone. But like, girl, I'm assuming this is a woman. Yeah, it is. Girl. No, no, absolutely not. Like, I'm not even faulting you for being into a parent, but wait till the kid's not in your class at least. Like, you should wait till they're out of the school, but I get it. If you teach kindergarten, you don't want to wait till they're in fifth grade. I get it. But, like, at least wait till the kid's not in your class. How do you teach when your whole class of fourth graders saw your booty? That's like, I wanted to die when my students saw me spill stuff all over myself. I can't imagine having to stand up there and being like, let's learn long division when all of your students saw that. What's wrong with you? Why would you send that? Okay, moving on. When I went to my admin about the toxic environment from her derogatory name calling, admin told me if they didn't hear it personally, then she couldn't do anything. The second graders bullied me for so much less. Literally, like, my kids would come for me for nothing. They, like, if I used the wrong emoji, they'd be like, you are so embarrassing. Like, if I used a certain emoji in the Nearpod, they'd be like, Miss Redacted, that's so cringy. So, like, I can't imagine the treatment this woman got. Why'd she send that, though? Like, I would love to know the thought process. When parents discussed the photos she sent, admin had a private board meeting to discuss, and their solution was to record her classroom. So what I don't understand is, like, how does recording her classroom do anything? Because, like, she didn't do anything at work, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like recording a classroom is a logical solution if, like, there was something with a kid and things were weird, you know? Like, I don't see how that fixes this. Like, it literally happened after hours. Exactly. Like, I don't see how that affects or helps anything. I put my resignation in there, and the principal and her were in the office celebrating my departure. Weird. If I was the principal and this was one of my teachers and they somehow didn't get fired by the board, I would not joke around with them ever again. Like, we'd be strictly business. Like, I would be like, yes, hi, how are you? Thank you. Do you need anything? No? Okay, I'm going to go. Like, I would never be like, haha, girl. Like, don't get me caught up in that weird shit. Do not get me caught up in that weird shit. Sending nudes to your students' parents. Don't get me caught up in any weird shit. We're not friends anymore. Did they think she was taking the pics during, like, story time or something? Wait, so the teacher that sent nudes, the mean girl teacher? Yes. The mean girl teacher sent the nudes, and we think that that's why she's being a mean girl, is because she's, like, trying to bring the attention off of herself. But, like, you just got to own that. Like, if you did that, you got to accept that people are going to talk about it and there's going to be attention about it. And, like, you should have thought of that earlier. We don't talk about the mean girl toxic environment in schools enough. Oh, and she's taking over my class now. And that just feels a little ironic. That is a little ironic. Okay, so that was all of our education horror stories. I told you we're kind of slowed down. We don't have as many as anymore. Now we have anonymous gossip. So this is, like, not really school related. One of them was school related, so I put it in the education horror story one. But now we're going to talk about gossip that people have submitted to me, stories, whatever. Can you send the horror stories link? Yes, I can. Here is the education horror stories. And these are all in my link tree. Oh my God, my computer is so hot right now. It's not a good sign. Okay, so, and then this is the spill the tea one. Let me know if you want that one too, or I'll share them both at the end. So, this is Betty Crocker on Twitch, so I won't name drop since it's a family-owned grocery store in my town. I should also mention that I was the one who was threatened in the condiment aisle. My coworkers found out I made $8.50 an hour and got so mad. They threatened to quit unless they got a raise. I was constantly berated by everyone and no one did anything. People were constantly stealing and would blame the employees. They would overwork everyone, including minors. I fully collapsed at work from being tired and got written up. I haven't been a manager before, but I have passed out at work. And, like, when I passed out at work, I was working for a hard-ass company. Like, I got written up there for red lipstick. I got written up there for hoop earrings. I saw so many people get fired for being late. I'm a very on-time person, so that was never me, but I saw so many people get fired for being late, like, a certain number of times. Like, this was a hard-ass company. They were very strict. And when I passed out at work, I literally laid in a lawn chair for 2.5 hours, clocked in. And they were like, would you like some apple juice? So, like, that's fucking crazy that you got written up. Or, like, because what's wrong? Ugh. God, I didn't even get my last paycheck after I quit and they begged me to come back. That's bold to not give someone their last paycheck, but also want them to come back. It's like, what? You're not giving them a reason. Like, all right. Country club, loan shark addiction. I worked at a country club for 3 years. My first manager got first because he was involved with being a loan shark with cocaine. I didn't believe it until I read the case documents. I'd love to get the case documents in my hands if you have them. Second one just got fired for being an idiot. I outlasted 3 managers in the 3 years while I was there. So many restaurant owners and managers are so fucking sketchy. I used to work at this Italian restaurant that had multiple owners that were from Italy, and like, this restaurant never had anyone in it. I made no money there. So many shifts, I would not have a single table. But somehow we were always open. We were open 7 days a week. And no one was ever there. No one was ever making any money. They spent so much on ingredients, like so much. We had very expensive everything. And the owners were very weird and would come in with their families and yell at each other in Italian and eat a lot of food and drink a lot of alcohol and tip pretty well. I will say they did tip their staff well when they came in to drink. I respect an owner that tips the staff, you know? All right. Shady senator. There's a senator who's extremely private about her divorce who happened to work with my mom for a few years leading up to the divorce. They worked as a social worker at a school and ended up having an affair with another teacher's spouse. The teacher divorced their spouse and later married the social worker's spouse. However, to the best of my knowledge, the social worker never remarried. This story is confusing me a little bit. I'm going to need to read this a couple more times just to keep everybody straight. I wish I had like a graphic for this. So there's a senator who's extremely private who happened to work with your mom. They worked as a social worker at the school. So the senator used to be a social worker at the school and ended up having an affair with another teacher's spouse. So the teacher divorced their spouse and later married the social... Wait, is the social worker a different person? I'm struggling. I'm going to be honest. If this was you, please clarify. I'll come back to it if I see it in the chat. I'm a little bit confused. All right, this is a longer one, but it's insane. So no backs, no problem. So I'm a former librarian from a wealthy county in Georgia. If this was you, tell me what the county was if you're comfortable. I'm really curious. The library board and director created this bogus culture of excitement, Disney-level customer service. Not Disney-level customer service. There's a pizza place in my college town. Everyone has individually decided as a mafia front. So I'm going to try and, there's this like block in the city that I live in that has so many jewelry stores that are all money laundering fronts. All of them are. No one ever shops in them. If you go in there, everything is dusty. They have not sold anything in forever, whatever. There was one time, there's also another one that's like an electronics store that I was walking one day and I needed a new charger for something. So I went in there and like, I was like, this is probably a front, but like they probably have the charger, so I'll just buy it. And I went in there and they looked so weirded out that I was in there. They did tell me the charger and it was pretty cheap and it was like a decent charger. It was definitely like an Amazon one. It broke later, but it's only like $bucks. And I was like, y'all are not a business. Like the lady at the counter looked so confused as to why I was in there. And so did like the like a couple guys in the back working. They're like, what the fuck? And I was just walking on the street and need a charger. Like, I do not get why people make their money laundering fronts so fucking obvious. Like, at least dust, move merchandise around or something, right? Like, I think it would be... Actually, let me not get myself on a government watch list. Let's not talk about this. I have very good ideas, but let's not discuss. Me and my boyfriend watch a lot of Breaking Bad and a lot of Ozark, so I've really thought about this. There was actually a bistro in my town, which actually was a front for organized crime. Interesting. What kind of organized crime? Like money crime or murder crime? They're very different things. Sorry, I'm having issues. Okay, Disney level customer service, money crime. Less dramatic, but still not good. This puts enormous pressure on all library employees to be perfect, regardless of our comfort or safety. During the height of the pandemic, when virtually every other library across the country was closed or doing curbside only, our doors were open. Patrons were required to wear masks for a few weeks, but the language was quickly changed to encourage. Long before we had a vaccine, where we were being forced to work with maskless sick people and had no choice in the matter. The owner of the nail salon in the mall where I lives is a drug lord, and there's a cell phone case store that's definitely sus. A lot of the cell phone accessories stores are weird, because who's buying that from a cell phone accessory store? I feel like everyone either buys it from like clothing stores, like Forever 21, H&M, places like that, or online. Like, I don't know anyone who's going to a cell phone accessory store. One weekday, I was working behind the children's desk, and a patron asked me for some faxing resources. I told her we didn't have a fax machine, but I did have a list of local businesses that offer faxing services. I asked her to follow me to my desk so I could hand her a flyer. Instead of standing 6 feet away from me on the designated spot on the ground, this lady followed me behind my desk. I love Good Girls, trying to get my boyfriend to watch Good Girls. If someone followed me behind my desk, that's like a violation. Like, no, get the fuck from behind my desk. Absolutely not. She was 2 feet away from me with her mask below her nose. When I asked her to take her stuff and stand back on the square, she stormed off. She headed straight for my supervisor so she could yell at her about how we needed to show each other grace during these difficult times. That's what gets me, is like, you're the one talking about the times, but you're not really reading the room to respect us for the times, you know? Customers, when anyone holds them accountable. The customer is usually wrong. The customer is almost always wrong. In my experiences, from what I have seen, the customer is usually wrong. Sorry, I'm looking at Instagram. No, I hated the switch from required to encourage about mask mandates. I worked retail. I was super strict about keeping masks on. I would have 100% supported me if a bossy slammed someone over a mask. Oh, Instagram messages. Aw, this is cute. Hold on. So I made a scrapbook today. I would show you, but it has like my kids' faces in it. So I made a scrapbook today of like all my notes and pictures and student work from my teaching days. It's like literally like this thick. It's huge. And so I have like a teacher Instagram that all the kids follow. And so I put like on my story, like videos of me flipping through it. And one of the girls from my first year teaching just messaged me and said, I still have the notes you gave me while I had a breakdown in your class. I appreciate you so much. So cute and gorgeous. Aw, I love kids. I miss teaching so much. I honestly already decided I'm going back to teaching. I'm going to teach part-time. I don't know when, I don't know how, and it needs to be like my finances need to change dramatically. This is not happening in the fall or anything, but this is my goal. I'm 24 right now. By the time I'm 27, I want to be making 6 figures and have a flexible enough work schedule that I can teach part-time, like 1 or 2 classes, or be teaching community college. You know? I want you to come teach at my school. I think it's far from me. I don't know where you are, but I think it's like an hour, more than an hour away, which I don't know if I can handle that. Okay, so back to this story about this customer. Customers always think they're a fucking victim. So when my supervisor came over to me, I expected her to ask for my side of the story. Instead, she asked me to apologize for upsetting this woman. I refused. I'm not a naturally confrontational person. Actively crying at this point. I pointed to the ribbon HR gave us to attach to our name tag that says, please give me of space, and asked her what she would have done differently. The supervisor didn't have an answer. I told her I wasn't going to apologize for advocating for my own safety. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We love not apologizing. I'll apologize when health freezes over. You can tote be my kid's teacher. Ohio has a statewide teachers union, kind of crazy. Some older teachers are making $9,000 with their coach pay. Ooh. How many years did you teach? 3.5. Hell yeah, where Mr. President has the right energy. But yeah, Mr. President's not even here yet. Or is not here today, I guess. Mr. President, if you're here, do something. This is your story. She apologized later, but it was symptomatic of a much greater issue, and I spent the next 8 months actively pursuing a new job. I landed an amazing remote job, making twice as much. That's what I love here, for a company that values employee safety among everything else. To be fair, teaching is a tough profession, though. Yeah, it is brutal out here with teaching. I love it, though. Honestly, if it wasn't for the finances, I would have just switched schools. Like, I loved so many things about teaching, and, like, it ultimately came down to money for me, but if it paid better, I'd go back full-time. So I worked, this is not to Judy. So I worked at a local fruit farm store for the sake, that's a very specific store. We can't afford to pay rent on this salary, literally. It's a very specific store, a fruit farm store. The manager at Smith's name was Judy. Judy started in August of 2011 and then needed extra help, so she hired her daughter Sarah 2 years later in 2014. Judy has always wanted her own business and began building it in early 2021, but then she had an injury, so Sarah picked up more hours and did the manager's job essentially. She was ordering inventory, the whole 9 yards. I was then brought on in the summer of 21 as seasonal help because Judy wasn't able to do everything she could before. I went back to school in the fall. I went back to school in the fall and returned this summer as seasonal help again. Judy had already finished her business and was preparing to leave. We figured because Sarah had 8 years of experience and already knew how to do the manager's job that she would step up as manager. They hired someone above Sarah who had no experience working in a farm store. For reference, this job is a lot. You have to have knowledge of pretty much everything to do with growing and harvesting and then some. This does seem like a very niche field where people would expect you to know your shit, where you kind of would have to. They did this because Sarah has too many bad days. I don't really know what that means. Like, is she like a bitch some days or something? Like, what do they mean bad days? Not to mention, I'm only making $9 an hour and Sarah is only making $10. I literally can't even afford Chipotle for an hour of my labor. Anyways, because of this, it's likely that Sarah will leave, leaving me as the only staff who knows what they're doing. Because of this, I'm going to ask for a raise for training the manager, and if I don't get it, I'm going to leave. You should leave if you don't get it, because that's trash. That's very much trash. Oh my God, is that the last one? I forgot my little thingy at the end. That was the last one. I told you there was like much less tonight. Fuck, where's my little thingy? We'll send you the spill the tea ones. But yeah, I told you we were going to be a shorter gal tonight, but I'm going to stay here and hang out for a while. There's the spill the tea ones. If you have more tea to spill, that's where to spill it. So are we happy with our class photo? Our class photo was with this meme. I think this was the best one for the class photo personally, but I am open to options. And we are leaving. Yeah, I'm content with it. I'm happy with it too. I feel like it's a good class photo. I think it's quality. I think it's good. You know, I want to go through the ugly houses people have submitted to me. That's not what I wanted. Submit a house for me to critique. Let's just. This is bold, doing this without checking them in advance. I usually check them to make sure that no one that's affiliated with my work is like on here, but whatever. This is in Dover, New Hampshire. Great. It's a great class photo. Thank you. This is in Dover, New Hampshire. It's been on here for a while. It's been on here for 77 days. Oh my God, I fucking hate the pop-ups. So annoying. Okay, I'm glad we're into me going over the house. We'll do this for a little while. I saw a house that literally burnt down with no repairs and only one bedroom for $400K this week. That's a joke. Tell me to do my accounting work that's due in 3 hours. You should do it, I think. Like, so diamonds are made under pressure, which is why you should start right now, because 3 hours is like a comfortable amount of time where you can get it done and still do a good job on it. So I think you should get started. If I were you, that's what I would want someone to tell me. Would I do it? Tough to say, but I would want someone to tell me to do it. So from the jump on the outside, why do we have this wagon? And this kind of looks like a museum. This looks like those tiny museums that cost $25 to enter. And you best believe I'm going to go every time. Ooh, child statue. My brother bought a house for $450K and now has to pay to get the entire roof replaced. That's not ideal. I don't love that. If it was me, I would not want to replace my roof. It's very expensive. Okay, immediately I'm seeing some red flags about this house. Immediately I have a few red flags here. Looks very historic, very old. Is this a museum? What is that chandelier? That chandelier is it's giving Twilight, you know what I mean? I used to live in a mountain town in Canada, and my neighbor who owned, I didn't, put their house on the market for $1.7 million, and it's just a normal-ass house. That's what gets me, is I'm seeing these normal-ass houses for $2 million, and it's just like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. 1 2-car garage, not a pool or land or anything. And I'm like, why is it $2 million? Why is it $2 million? If I was getting a house just for myself, like in my dream world, if I had a house just for me, it would need to be, if I was buying a house and it was like what I needed for my life right now, I would want 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, because my room, the owner's bedroom, and my bathroom, that's a 1. I want to have a guest room. I be having bitches come stay with me sometimes. I want my family to be able to come here. That's the second one. And then I need like a Peloton streaming room. So I need a 3-bedroom house. I'm moving into a studio apartment. Well, hopefully a 1-bedroom. Fingers crossed we can find a 1-bedroom for me budget. Fingers crossed. A basic home under 1,000 square feet should not be $300K. No, literally. I don't understand. This house is very dark. There's a dark energy here. What is that? I don't like this chair. This is weird. I don't like it. Is this a redlining map? That's what this looks like. Why do they have a redlining map in their home? That's weird. Did they do it? Were they the redliners? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's just a lot of wood. This reminds me of this Airbnb I used to live in that was like old as fuck, but parts of it were really remodeled, which is like this. Like this bathroom is completely remodeled, but then like why is there a wooden barrel? This is creepy. I don't like this. Who sent this to me? This is a good kitchen. I like the kitchen. I like the green. I would do different cabinets pull. Red lining equals red flag. Can't afford rent. Would save thousands paying a mortgage, but can't get approved for a mortgage. I get it here. No, literally. I can't. The wood makes it look like a ship's hull. I can't afford a down payment is my problem. I can get approved for a mortgage because I have good credit history and like good credit and a decent amount like of personal wealth. But my problem is if I have a down payment, I would be like such a risky scenario. Like I would literally have like no savings to my name. You only need 3% down. Let me do some math here. I think I can get approved for a mortgage. Actually, I don't fucking know. One of my coworkers told me I could. But 3% of 300 grand is $9,000. I guess I do have that because most of the apartments I'm looking into require first month, last month, and security deposit, and the rent is $2,000. So if you got something that's like $200K, you would need around $8K. So this is the part that I'm hesitant about is like, if I buy a place, I know it's going to be more expensive than I think it is. You know, like I'm going to be paying a lot more bills and like I'm going to need to repair shit. Like because anything I would buy would probably be older. So like I just feel like I could get in myself into a really not good situation very quickly. So this is what I think I want to do is I'm moving like areas, like not super far. I'm moving like 30 minutes away from where I live to a new neighborhood. And I want to get to know that neighborhood and then I want to think about buying there. Like I feel like I want to live there for a year or so and then I can think about buying. So we'll fucking see. I don't know. I do really like this kitchen area. I'm not going to lie. They kind of snapped with that. I like the couches instead of having like a really overly grand dining table. They just have this like moderately weird one. But yeah, overall kind of a weird vibe in this. Let's do another one. Oh shit, where'd it go? What's this one? Sometimes these links don't work. That's also why I like to describe it. I want to buy a house so bad. But I would abandon it as soon as the toilet clogged and I have to be the one to fix it. Yeah, that's also my problem is that like, I'm not good at stuff like that. So this is $4.6 million in California. Is this a weed dispensary growing room? It has a weed dispensary in it? Is it like a commercial one? Like, like, could you sell this? Like, oh shit. Like if you pour it as early as 9 a.m. tomorrow, like does it come with this and could you sell the product or no? Is it just like for personal use only? Because you know, like it's kind of like if you have a big ass kitchen, like it has to meet certain standards for you to be able to sell that product. Like is this that or is this just like a DIY for the home scenario? Is it just a greenhouse? That's the other question. There's 117 photos. No, this looks like it's a house too. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is nice. This is kind of my dream house. I've always wanted a trampoline and I love the big deck. Is this a fire? Oh no, that's a jacuzzi. This is nice. I like this house so far. I'd want to buy something that had a partial Airbnb, guest wing, side suite, etc. That's a defo weed farm. Was there a house? Yeah, this is the house right here. It's not just the house, too. I don't love this. They could have done a better job here. Like, you have all this deck space, and this is what you do as a patio furniture setup. I don't know. Like, that could be better. Also, what's getting me is, like, why did the realtor not sweep this fucking deck before taking these photos or allowing these photos to be taken? Look how much shrubbery and like bullshit is all on here, all these leaves. You know what that is telling this homeowner? That's telling this homeowner, you're going to have to sweep your fucking deck every day because there's going to be leaves everywhere. You know what it would be telling the homeowner if the realtor had swept it up before the photo? You're going to have the time of your life out here. It's not even that high maintenance. People drive me crazy. It's the little things. You have to notice them, you guys. Like, what these little leaf chunks? It costs $0 and would have taken 10 minutes to sweep that shit over the side. You don't even have to collect it. Oh my God, they have a garden and a playground. I want this house. I need to call my boyfriend. He needs to buy this house immediately. Neither of us can afford this. Look at this. Whoever lives here, these are my kind of people. Watch them be like the crunchy cult that's actually like white supremacists and anti-vaxxers. They have an RV too. These people have money. These people have money. They got this big ass house. They got this big ass deck. They got a trampoline. That means they're not worried at all about their homeowner's insurance cost. If someone has a trampoline, that's true wealth. Because it's not just the cost of the trampoline. Those aren't that expensive. It's how much your insurance is going to fucking cost if you have that shit. They have this big-ass garden and playground, and they have a hot tub, and they have an RV, and count them, what? They have these 2 big-ass nice cars. I bet not even everyone's home right now. And they have a weed farm. They got weed. You're probably right. Let me be their nanny. Look, do they have chickens? It looks like they do. Okay, we're not even in the house yet. Now we're inside. It seems very basic and normal. This room has horrific paint color, but that's solvable. Paint color is like the most solvable problem. I hate when people complain about paint color because it's so solvable. You can fix it. This is dope. Difficult that sells weed for income. My dad bought a weed growing guide and called it a retirement plan. I love these little upstairs areas. I think they're so fun for kids, but they're also very dangerous for kids. So, yeah. I clean roofs for a living. This roof would take 2.5 hours to gutter clean and 6.5 for moss removals and gutter. Alaraki 1991. That's how you know these people got money, if they're paying for all that shit. I call him the hippie Walter White. That's hilarious. What is that? Is that a sauna? I think it is. I think they have one of those little sauna things. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This looks like a sauna more than it looks like a closet. That Cali map actually looks so good. Wait, where? I missed it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, why is it like that? I would ride an exercise bike if it was on that loft. Oh, you just did something terrible. Now I need to buy a house with a loft for my Peloton. Thanks for that. That's going to be expensive, damn. I need it, though. Jacuzzi, sauna, and weed. This is the place to relax. But then as soon as you see this picture of California, you will not be relaxed. The sauna is nice, though. I don't like saunas. I get very cranky if I'm hot. Look at this little guy they have. It's like a little alpaca thing. They have the reusable bags. This is very California. Nice tub, and they have stairs for it. See, I'm always... Why do people find saunas relaxing? I'm angry. If I'm in a sauna, I'm fucking angry. I'm very upset and angry. Saunas and yoga people, why? What an average ass closet. So normally, I'm always first to talk shit about people's bathtubs because most bathtubs in rich people houses seem very, very difficult to get in and out of. It seems like quite the hassle to step in and out of it. This one looks great. They have this step. I love this shower. I love the wood on the floor of this shower, and I like the little bench. I like that. Oh my God, there's a TV. There's a teeny tiny TV by the bathtub. A sauna would be the most overwhelming experience for me. Yeah, 0 stars. Do not recommend. I like the little separate toilet room. Wish it had a door. This is a nice bathroom, though. I really like this bathroom. Big shower. Lots more stair picks. This realtor did a good job with these picks. A lot of times there's not enough picks. This one's good. I like it. Ooh, love this pantry. Love a walk-in pantry. I would do it very differently, like organize it different, but I'm a little bit particular about where my things go. I don't know if you could tell by the everything about me. Well, is this a picture of their dog? Hi, puppy. Oh, no, that's a llama. These people are into llamas. You can learn a lot about someone by what's in their home. Look at this fucking geode rock they have. This is cool. Why the two-tone kitchen? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, man. That island. I love the layout. I don't love the colors that they picked. Oh, I like these stools. These look like outdoor stools. That's how you can tell that these are rich, crunchy people that don't really know interior design, because these stools look really nice. They look very well made. They look very expensive, but those are outdoor stools. I love them. I love the sun detail on the back. I think it's very rare to see a stool that has a detail that's not cheesy, you know? Like, it's hard to do that in a subtle way, but I love these stools. But they are outside stools. These should be on their deck. They should let me decorate because they did a bad job. That big geode is called a cathedral. It's worth hundreds of dollars. I have one and I love it. Ooh, where in Cali is this? Did I miss that? I'll show it at the end again. I don't remember, but we did look at it. They have a nice TV. Weird couch. So that's what I mean. Like, you could have done better with that couch, that material. Like this laundry room. I love a laundry room that has a lot of storage. Look at the eco-friendly detergent with your little California potheads. Look at y'all. Nice. Telescope. These are science people. You can tell they're running a whole ass farm. Dogs. I like this office area. Merry Christmas. It seems like we're just kind of running into more of the same. Oh, here's the layout of this house. Okay. So, porch, deck, huge fucking deck. Obsessed with that. Why isn't the detergent in one of the closed cabinets? Probably because whoever does the laundry can't reach it up there, would be my guess. It's hard to, like, get something heavy from that high up, would be my guess. Or if it's, like, they didn't have it this way, but you could put it there with the little spout thing so that you can just, like, with the cup. You know what I'm saying? That would be my guess. This house is so cozy. I know, I love this house. So dining room, foyer, pantry is right here. Here's that office, the laundry room, and then it's a 3-bedroom house. That's what I mean. This is a 3-bed. How many bathrooms? 1, 2, 3. A 3-bed, 3-bath house. I guess I could have looked right there for $4.6 million. Well, I guess it also does include a weed farm. That's probably a substantial cost. And I like that they're detailed. Or wait, are those llamas? Do they have the llamas? They have llamas? Does it come with the llamas? I like that they showed the picture of the utilities. They're fucking detailed. I like this realtor. I'm going to call them. But they have llamas. Oh my god, and they have this cool tree house. This isn't fair. And a pond? Wait, what is this? Is this another house? There's this little A. Oh shit. You guys, the farm got bigger. Oh shit. You guys, look how big the farm is. That's menacing. This is a farm. This is a whole ass functioning farm. The weed and the nature pigs. This is a farm. This is fully farm. They have a rope swing. This is in Corbel, California. Where is that? In California. Doesn't let me go out further than that. Where's a big city? Apparently fucking nowhere near here. Where is this? Does anyone know where this is? Northern Cal. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna Google it. It's unincorporated. Where's the fucking thing? Okay, where is this in California? Yeah, very northern California. Okay, like even way north, like almost in Oregon, northern California. Got it, got it. Get a commune. Commune, those always work out well. Yeah, never ends up being weird, you guys. That would never happen. Never happened to us. I like this house. I like the outside. It's very much cutesy, very northeastern. The address starting with a 0. I would imagine the address starts with a 0 because it's like a they own so much land. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like unincorporated and they own so much land. That looks like a plantation home. Yeah, that's what, at first I got that vibe, but it's more of a northeastern vibe. Like if you look at the circle windows and the colors of it and the fencing and stuff, it's definitely more that northeastern vibe. Ooh, very white. Very, very white. Very pretty. I like this rug a lot. Like this blanket, like these little wall things. This kind of looks like it might be virtually stitched. Is anyone else getting that? White. The house said coastal grandmother. That's the vibe, right? Oh wait, there's a 3D tour. Let's go walk around, you guys. So we're in this room. Are we into the 3D tour or is this giving us motion sickness? Let me know if it's giving us motion sickness. Damn, it's 4 stories. Dining room. Interesting. Where the hell in Cambridge are they fitting 9,000 square feet? Very expensive. Is this like the butler's pantry? This is the butler's pantry, you guys. You know you're rich if your butler gets his own pantry. Okay. This is, I guess, yeah. And the kitchen. Oh, here's this. Oh, love the kitchen. Oh, fuck. These are nice. The 5 stools. Shit, you guys. I like this. This is a nice house. Wait, no, what did you know? I like these little square poofs that they did. That's kind of cool. I like these chairs. Someone in my office actually has this chair in their office, and I sit in it sometimes. Look at this snow. Look at this backyard. This shit is nice. It's always the people that deserve it the least, you know? This is cool, this little bench moment. Let's keep going. Let's continue exploring. 4 stories. There is this basement, but we're going to make sure that we covered all our bases here. Going. Okay. So we already saw this room, right? Is there anything beyond here? There's this area here. And then does this connect? Weird little closet. Oh, and then it connects back here. Okay, I get it now. Stringy bananas. Love the windows. Same. Let's go upstairs. It seems like there's 2 staircases. We're going to take like the maid staircase, like the butler staircase. How do they film these? Does anyone know? Like what device? I'm assuming it's like a little like iPad on a drone or something of the sort. Oh, this upstairs deck. This is nice. Someone texted me. Who was it? Shit is fucking nice. I'm assuming this is the owner's bathroom. Why is there no mirror? Was that an oversight? Does this person have like an issue that they can't look in the mirror? Is it like a haunted situation? Why is there no mirror? Like, I feel like it's very weird that there's no mirror because everything else is perfectly done. Like, you can tell these flowers were selected. This art was selected. These pillows were selected. So why is there no mirror? Oh, 3D cameras on a tripod. Closet. Oh, shit, bitch. Shit, that's a closet. I would sit out this window staring at the street, being obnoxious as often as humanly possible. Toilet room, we love. I would have put a trash can in there, personally. The whole thing is way too white for me. That's an additional bedroom. It's not, though. Why is there no mirror? I'm, like, getting overwhelmed. I think I'm lost in this house. Okay, I wish we could go outside, but I guess we're stuck to these confines. Oh, wait. Over here. Oh, this is nice. I love a bay window. This is very cute and gorgeous for like a kid. They can't let you know what device they film on. Here would give away all the secrets. Is that snow outside? How long has this been on the market? So I'm afraid if I leave this 3D tour, I'll never be able to find my way back. So we're going to look at that in a second. But I am curious. It could have, these also could be old photos. I wouldn't, like, sometimes people will put their house on the market, do all the photos just to test out the market, take it off, and then relist it when they're actually ready to move. So it could be that they did that like last winter and they're just now like ready to move for the school year or something. Very real possibility. Did we already look in here? No, another window. Oh, I love this little bench. I love the fur and the blankie that they picked for it. This one has a mirror. Can you see the... I demand to see what this tripod looks like. There it is. We got the reflection of the tripod, you guys. They fucking tried to hide. They tried to hide from me, and they could not. Can we see it here? Look, there it is. It's the iPad. Do you guys see it? Do you see it in the reflection of this glass? They thought they hid it well enough with this mirror. They did not. You cracked the in her Terminator era. Y'all are fucking enablers. Wait, how do we get out? Stop. Oh, there it is. Is this a different room? Did we? I don't think we did. Ooh. This is a washer dryer, it looks like, but there's no washer dryer. You got to buy that yourself. How do they make it 360 in the wide angle, though? I think what it is it's taking, like, lots of pictures and it, like, compiles them together. Empty room, no staging here. I'm getting a little less sussed out about the mirror. Oh, wait. This is a closet. I don't want to be in here. I want to walk out. You guys, where's the door? Is this the door? Okay, thank you. You can tell this is stressing me out. Let me upstairs. This is story 3. Have we gone in the basement yet? I don't think we've gone in the basement yet. These chairs, very much getting stuck in the 3D tour. I'm stressed out. Congrats. Stop. Don't congratulate me. You know what you did. Another mirror that we can't sit in. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. This is fun. Look, a little tent. This horse looks like it's from Home Goods. The 3D tour makes it feel like we're streaming a video game. We might have found our niche. This is like when the gamers are on Twitch, except we're just talking and there's no stress. Toilet room. Woohoo. We love an attic bathroom. Very convenient, especially if this is a playroom, which it appears to be. I would put something there. It's kind of awkward. There is indeed stress. I'm having motion sickness. Oh my God, look at this fucking bench. I love a window bench. I love a window bench. If you know me, I'm all about a window bench. Okay. Floor selector. View dollhouse. This is crazy. This is batshit crazy. I love this dollhouse model. You guys, I am obsessed. Go puffing a Dramamine. Please don't. Please tell me if you're suffering that down bad. Look at the dollhouse version. Okay. So here's that like living room area. We have like 2 living rooms right here. So it's like base floor one. 2 living rooms right here. This weird hall. This perspective is wild. Absolutely it is. Here's that kitchen area / 3rd living room. Other view of the kitchen area. Here's the staircase, the butler's pantry, whatever. Okay. No, not what I wanted. Dollhouse version. Okay, here was the 3rd floor that we looked at. Some of the empty rooms. Oh my God, we're too zoomed in. Let me out. The rooms, the bedrooms, whatever. There's the 4th floor. It's like, it just seems like kind of a lofty area in bedrooms or whatever. Yeah. Floor selector. Floor 4. Okay. This is cool. Floor 3. You guys, I had a pop. I have another one. Yes, you absolutely should. Cool. Floor 2, which is actually the ground floor. And then floor 1. Let's walk around floor 1. This is the basement. Ping pong, whatever the fuck that is. Golf, I guess. I like the tile that they picked in here. These 2 stools look really awkward and uncomfortable. They come up with that. What's that? Oh, a bathroom. Why is there no TV? This is so awkward. If someone brought me into this room, I would think I was being interrogated by the FBI. I'd be like, here. Why the fuck is there no TV in this basement bar? What kind of person's basement bar doesn't have a TV? You get a good TV for like $200. Nice. There should be a TV in here too. I'm very pro TV. Pro TV in every room of the house. Okay, so that was a tour. This is in Cambridge, Massachusetts. 7 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, the pictures are different than the 3D tour. They redecorated. That's crazy. That is very crazy. Oh, someone want to see. This has been on Zillow for 91 days. 11 bathrooms is so many. That is a bathroom-heavy home. Not gonna lie. All right, we'll do like one more, and then it might be time to go, besties. Ooh. This is cute. This is in, what state is that? ME. Why am I an idiot? Yikes, what's wrong with it? So usually really expensive houses stay on the market for longer. Generally, I don't know about other markets, but the city that I live in, it's that $10 million mark. Things that, oh, Maine. Thank you, Apples. Things that are 10 million and above, they just have a more limited pool of buyers. So they're just going to sit for longer. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone's doing a bad job or anything's wrong with the house. It might be overpriced, but it's just going to sit there for longer because it has a smaller group of people willing to buy it. I love this little wraparound circle moment. I love the turret rounded on the front porch. This is giving me Miss Honey vibes. This picture is really giving me Miss Honey from Matilda vibes. 3D tour, you guys. 3D tour. Get your Dramamine, everybody. Dollhouse, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's go inside first. I think viewing the dollhouse afterwards is the move. Very dark. Very, very dark. So this is the floor plan of floor 1. Very dark, very low ceilings. You can tell it's an older house. Yeah, this is definitely an older house. Is that Jesus and Mary? I'm very, ignorant. I don't know. I'm already in love. This is much more my palette. Yeah, this is a very vintage style. I will say they keep it consistent and they did a good job with it. A lot of times the vintage just ends up looking dated, but this is well, it's obviously dated, but you get what I'm saying. This is very much the opposite house. Yes, it is. Very much so. Killing Obs, thanks for subscribing. I'm gonna need me a sugar daddy to buy me this house now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Yeah, screen, very cute. What's going on here? Looks like we have a dining room moment. Oh, the kitchen. Kitchen's surprisingly updated and modern for how old this house is styled. Like that for us. What's down here? Oh, that's how we came in. This little desk area. It's this is personal information though. Oh shit, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. What's that? Look at this. This is literally their money. Do you see this? They should have put this out of the way. Executive auto log. Yeah. I like how I'm this is personal information. Have it zoomed in. Sorry, let me get out. I'm confused about where I am. I view floor plan. Oh, I'm right here. This house is kind of laid out awkwardly. This kitchen feels very cramped for the size of the house. I think it's because it's old. Oh shit, we're going upstairs. I like these little, it's kind of a vibe. I'm too close to this and I don't like it. Who's that? Who's that? I don't like the ceiling. Is that a passport talk? I have no idea. Oh my god. This shower is stressing me out a little bit. I'm not living and loving here. Why are there glasses in the bathroom? But whatever. I feel like someone has given birth on this bed at some point. I truly love this house. You need to buy it. How much was it? Like a lot? It's $1.57 million. That's not bad. Okay, the bathroom is a bit too vintage. I'm all for vintage until we get to a bathroom. Yeah, it was built in 1898. It's 9 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. I am getting a little sleepy and tired and hungry though. So we're going to wrap this ship on up. I know it's a little earlier than usual, but I also was on time today, which is shocking for me. Thank you all for being here. I'm working on the slides for next class. Tomorrow, 7:30ish, we're going to be learning about the Great Depression. We're going to be learning about what the causes of the Great Depression were. There's tons of memes. So we're going to be learning about the Dust Bowl, the economy, but not in a boring way, all that stuff. So let me send the submission things again. So if anyone wants to add these for when I see you on Monday. Okay, so there's education horror stories. Here is anonymous gossip. And then here is submit a house. You all can see all the responses. Nope, that's not what's going to send you to submit a house. This is what will. There we go. Submit a house. Okay, there we go. Have a good night. Thank you, Guy with the taco. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to submit a house one of these days. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Love you. Make good decisions. TTYL.